6:45, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarachi, read by Soundithavam. A proposal to reduce the electricity tariff for this month has been directed to the Public Utilities Commission. Accepting of applications for the GCE O-Level Examination 2023 will end on Thursday. Another 1,000 university students will be provided with the Mahapolo scholarships this year. In foreign news, Pakistan urges unity as ex-Prime Ministers both declare election win. Sports, India and Australia encounter for the Under-19 World Cup Cricket Championship today in South Africa. The Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka will decide the date of the announcement for the next electricity tariff revision, Power and Energy Minister Kanchana Wijesekara said. Addressing the media, he said that as the minister, he cannot make any decisions on electricity tariff revisions. He can only send proposals for them. The Commission will decide on the collection of public opinions. According to their rules, the public opinion should be collected within 21 days. For that, the PUCSL has published an announcement to finish collecting public opinion on Friday the 15th, he said. Minister Kanchana Wijesekara further says that Trincomalee will be developed as a fuel export centre in order to provide fuel at a lower price than the imported fuel. Construction of renewable energy or the power plants operated by natural gas will be expedited. Another 20 megawatts can be added to the national grid by the Uma Oya project in another week. He also stated that a policy decision has been taken to provide concessions to the people who use less electricity. A committee has been appointed to look into the proposal made by India to provide fuel through pipelines from Nagapattinam, India to Trincomalee. The Commissioner General of Examinations, Amit Jasundara, says that accepting of applications for the GCE O-Level Examination 2023 will end by midnight on Thursday. Applications should only be directed through the websites www.donets.lk and www.onlineexam.gov.lk. He said the official announcement regarding the examination dates will be released soon. The Commissioner General of Examinations further said that the evaluation of answer scripts of the GCE Advanced Level Examination 2022 is already underway. It was decided to increase the 1,450 rupee allowance paid for the examiners to evaluate the answer scripts to 2,000 rupees. The Cabinet has also decided to pay the same allowance to the examiners who evaluate the 2023 GCE A-Level answer scripts as well. Chief Invigilators, Associate Invigilators, Chief Supervisors and Additional Chief Supervisors of the GCE A-Level Examination 2023 will also be paid the revised allowances for the GCE A-Level Examination 2022. The Director General of the Mahapolo Fund, Parakrama Bandara, says that another 1,000 university students will be provided with the Mahapolo scholarships this year. About 16,000 students are receiving Mahapolo scholarships at present. Over 350,000 students have been provided with this benefit so far since its inception. The Director General of the Mahapolo Fund further says that the allowance is to be increased in the future. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Your next generation digital banking partner, People's Bank.
Minister Susil Premajayantha says that 700 new graduates will be recruited to the teacher service. The objective of this move is to provide new teacher advisory appointments. Another 5,500 teachers will be recruited for several subjects at provincial level after conducting an examination. Another child who was critically injured after a tree collapsed at an international school in Gampala earlier this week has died. He was fighting for his life at the National Hospital in Kandy for over 5 days, but eventually succumbed to injuries yesterday. Last Monday, a tree collapsed on 3 children in the school premises. A 5-year-old child was reported dead at the scene, and another 2 were rushed to the Gampala-based hospital for immediate medical attention. That concludes local news.
Enjoy seamless shopping. Open LCs, settle bills and transfer funds instantly, anywhere and anytime. With People's Bank Digital Solutions, you're empowered to do more, whenever and wherever you want. Unlock a world of modern banking conveniences with People's Bank, your next generation digital banking partner. People's Bank.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
The road leading to the harbour from the new Kalani Bridge will be closed until tomorrow due to repair work, the Highway Tourism Police announced. Accordingly, the lane from Katunayaka entering the Kalani Bridge and heading towards the port is closed until 5 a.m. tomorrow. Vehicles travelling from Katunayaka to Colombo on the expressway and vehicles entering from Orugodavatta and travelling to Katunayaka will not be hindered by this closure, the police said, and came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
Moving on to Watchlight, a project was initiated 10 years ago to construct houses for homeless people in the Kandaoya estate in the Bulatkahupitiya Divisional Secretariat area. But the residents say that construction work has been suspended midway. They request the relevant authorities to take immediate measures to construct these houses at their earliest and came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
Making headlines this morning, the Pakistani army urges unity as ex-Prime Ministers both declare election win. Child rescued after 60 hours under rubble in the Philippines. Michael Jackson's stake in catalogue sells for $600 million. Pakistan's powerful army chief has urged the country to leave anarchy and polarization behind as the two ex-prime ministers declared victory in an election that has defied expectations. With most results in, independent candidates linked to jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan have won most seats. But Nawaz Sharif, another ex-prime minister, widely seen as having the army's backing, has urged others to join him in coalition. Officials have also rejected Western criticism of how the election was run. Sony Music Group is understood to have paid at least $600 million for half of Michael Jackson's catalogue. If accurate, it would mean the singer's musical assets are worth more than $1.2 billion. The deal would also be the biggest ever for the work of a single musician. Michael Jackson, who died in 2009 at the age of 50, is one of the most successful pop stars of all time, selling more than 400 million records worldwide. A 3-year-old girl has been rescued from a landslide in southern Philippines 60 hours after she was buried. Rescuers had given up hope of finding more survivors and hailed the rescue of the child on Friday as a miracle. The landslide took place near a gold mining village of Mazara in the Mindanao region on Tuesday. Officials say 28 people have died and about 77 others are missing. Photos and videos posted on the Philippine Red Cross Facebook page on Friday show rescue workers carrying the girl wrapped in an emergency blanket and hooked to an oxygen tank into a hospital in nearby Mawab municipality. Back to the headlines of the world news. The Pakistan Army urges unity as ex-Prime Ministers both declare election win. Child rescued after 60 hours under rubble in the Philippines. Michael Jackson stake in catalogue sells for $600 million. That concludes World News, and taking a look at development news. The Sri Lanka Transport Board passenger bus fleet has been boosted by adding 200 renovated buses. Minister Dr. Madula Gunawardena says that these buses were discarded and taken out of service earlier. Engineers and technicians from 107 SLTB depots and 11 regional workstations across the island have renovated these buses. That's development news.
Moving on with sports news.
The final match of the Under-19 World Championship Cricket Tournament will be played today in South Africa. The Under-19 teams of India and Australia have qualified for the finals. Meanwhile, Uganda's cricketers arrived in the island yesterday on a 2-week training camp at the Galle Stadium by courtesy of Sri Lanka Cricket, where they will also feature in T20 matches involving local makeshift teams. That came to you in sports news. Business news up next.
Go ekakthiyana youth කට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හින හැබැ කරන්න and a friendship better men.
The all-new NSB Itru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
State Minister D.V. Chanaka says that long-term agreements have been reached to obtain the fuel needed for the next 6 months, according to the tender policies. Therefore, there will be a possibility to maintain the power sector without interruption. Usually, the price of fuel is increased in the world market from the middle of December to April. That's Business News, Economic News up next.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyamata set wenna as wahagena dakapu hina habe karanna youth ekata niyamata set wenna friendship ekata menna.
The all-new NSB Itru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news, Treasury bills valued at 13.5 million rupees will be issued, expiring in 91, 182 and 364 days. These bills can be purchased from the primary dealers and licensed commercial banks. The auction will be held on Wednesday. That's economic news.
Weather report.
Mainly fair weather will prevail over the island. Fairly strong winds of about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour can be expected at times in the eastern slopes of the Central Hills and in the northern, north-central, eastern, northwestern, Uva and southern provinces. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabragamuwa, western and Uva provinces, also in Gaul, Matara and the Polonnaruwa districts during the morning hours. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. A proposal to reduce the electricity tariff for this month has been directed to the Public Utilities Commission. Accepting of applications for the GCE O-Level examination 2023 will end on Thursday. Another 1,000 university students will be provided with the Mahapala scholarships this year. The Pakistan Army urges unity as ex-Prime Ministers both declare election win. And India and Australia encounter for the Under-19 World Cricket Championships today in South Africa. That concludes this morning's news broadcast, and it's back to Abhishek.